Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to watch Farzi.
Reviewing.
Farzi. Yes, sir.
Gosh.
The crime drama thriller, 471 in total popularity overall. That is huge.
Wow.
Number 2 most searched Bollywood TV show.
This is definitely
really
this is one of the most popular.
I mean, this was
shows, or web series. Yep.
Wow.
Very good.
So
wow.
Good. Like there's some shows you watch that are like okay, but this one you watch and you're like, oh, dang,
yeah.
we cooked. Like we were cooking.
Especially those last 3 episodes.
Yeah, last 3 episodes were
it was like bump. Let me be in frame. It was like dun 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 dun, and then it just cranked up. Like at the end,
cranked up a notch for sure.
It did, dude. I saw glimpses of Breaking Bad at the end.
I know.
Like of greatness, of like some of those scenes where that scene when like the grandpa when he found out grandpa died, that scene where I love it how they changed the aspect ratio, so just to show how his brain just shut off. I mean that's such a cool just scene.
Very smart cinematography throughout the show. Very well done. Oh. Man, where do we begin? Should we start?
Well, I'll begin with something.
Yep.
So, a lot of people were saying that we should have watched Family Man first.
Yeah.
And I found out what the crossover was.
Okay.
And it did not really mean anything at all to us having watched this.
I don't want to be spoiled.
So literally, I'll tell you what it was. It was when VJ, so Michael, that character, when they go into Bangladesh, remember to catch Bilal, the big dude with the beard. Right. In order to do that, right, they don't have jurisdiction in Bangladesh. Right. So he's walking, he's pacing in that courtyard area. He's like, I'm getting 10,000 steps.
Oh yeah.
He calls someone.
Okay.
That person he calls is the lead in the other show. That was the only crossover.
Okay.
So
interesting.
Very light, I thought.
They're 2 different stories.
Completely.
I mean, in the same universe, but I don't think we missed out on anything by watching this first. But now, this makes us excited to see The Family Man too.
Is it by the same Raji DK?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I am like hyped now to see Family Man.
Dude, like
also.
This is made.
Was so
like,
good.
Very solid.
Raj
Throughout
and DK.
the series, so like starting from the beginning, I was interested just in how the counterfeiting worked and like how they made the bills, like. Yep. They really developed that
Elaborated
well. It was so interesting because even though they were slower episodes, they developed it so well and like you just showing us the process.
Yeah,
that was like most of one of the episodes, but it felt so quick because it's like, wait, this is fascinating.
I agree.
Like what inks they used, like what paper they had to get, just knowing what all went behind that and like what they all had to do to even get a counterfeit bill made. And wow, those first few episodes I really liked, and even I mean I would say just the whole season was solid.
Yeah,
I mean
the whole season was very solid.
There were no filler episodes. It was more there were slower parts to episodes, but like I don't think there was one filler episode. It was pretty
I think
solid
that's
throughout.
Nice that they only did 8 episodes. Yeah. They didn't need to do more. Which I really respect them for.
And
if they got 10. They chose to do 8, great.
And I'm super glad they didn't just make it, hey, let's wrap up everything in the last episode and rush it. Because this story is bigger. Because if they would have done that,
it can't end in this season.
There's no way, especially with the bigger players, like the Jordanian woman, we think Jordanian woman, or some. There's a country that's really sponsoring this. There's
more people behind it.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. I think the structure of the story was really well done because it just started out just natural and it never rushed in anything.
No, the story was so
developed the characters.
It was very believable.
Developed their slow. Hey, we got into this. We're making some money slowly, and then
getting out of the slum.
And then of course, once you reach that point of no return, then you have to experience the results of your actions, which they did in spades.
Right. Well, and their uncle kept warning them. He was like, hey, you're gonna fall. It feels good right now, but you're falling right now, and you're not flying.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
And I love the lines. Like there was some really good dialogue. Like wow, just some really good lines throughout. And the acting was incredible. Faraz and Sunny, their banter back and forth, good, they're both amazing in their own ways. They each had their personalities fit really well together, and then also the clashes too between them, because earlier on in the season, Faraz was like, you can't be doing this, the back and forth banter between them, really really well done and genuine. So yeah, I mean, the acting was top notch on it for everybody.
I totally agree.
There was not one weak character.
I don't think so. I think Michael's character, I think sometimes is just, well, he plays his character pretty well, but there were some lines that maybe it's kind of straightforward, boom, 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 boom dialogue. But his character is pretty solid.
Yeah, I like his character. Yeah, maybe the dialogue was. Yeah. But I think just the idea of a police detective that is not completely. Yeah. I like that.
He's not. He's not
not entirely squeaky clean.
Which I kind of like because it's a flawed character, but like our lead too in a way. And they're both flawed in their own ways. And it's just kind of interesting to see them interact too, especially at the end. Dude, that was it the last episode? Was it the last when they're in the mall? That was the last. Yeah,
that was great.
Dude, when he grabbed the dude's arm, that was such a crazy scene.
Yeah, and he's on the phone hey, nobody was in the car.
And he yoinks away.
It's true. VJ does a great job.
So good.
Of kind of conveying that urgency, because he's just mad at the world. He wants these guys behind bars.
I know.
I know. Because he has family his divorce with his wife and kids. So it's just kind of bubbling over.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was really well put together. I feel like this show almost is more cohesive than Mirzapur at times, and it's hard to compare because they're not.
I would
necessarily. But this one's just so well put together in terms of the consistency. I know Mirzapur really had some times where you're like, okay, where is this going to go?
Yeah.
I feel like they had more filler episodes.
Right. Yeah,
this one's pretty tight.
In season 2 of Mirzapur
really
had a few more filler episodes, I thought. It was a little slower.
Yeah.
But, I agree. This was more, I think, a little more cohesive and structure. Each episode was structured so well where it was hey, there's not really a lot of filler. And
really, honestly, the last 4 or 3 ones, really, we were just ramping it. Oh man,
check out our reactions for the those last 4 episodes.
It started. I feel like this is an interesting season because it started very interesting, with the kind of the background, pretty slow. But then it was so fascinating to kind of understand.
I actually didn't think it was that
press.
Slow.
And it got bigger, which was really cool too.
And then I feel like, and I'm curious to see the ratings. Yeah.
So finish your point though.
So I think this is going to support my point.
Okay, we're looking at ratings
pretty solid, context.
8.1, 8.0.
There's a couple episodes, and I agree. Those 2 episodes,
3 and 4,
they're kind of holding patterns where they're kind of establishing the.
We needed to build some stuff,
but then
some
once,
after that, we're taking off.
And then so interesting. So Cat and Mouse.
Wow, Supernote was 8.3. Cat and Mouse. That was the 40-minute episode. That was super.
We loved that one. That was
amazing.
I almost agree that was the second best episode.
I think so,
because it was so quick. But it was to the point, and it just was brilliantly done.
Yeah, I agree with these ratings, honestly. I would almost rate.
We're seeing 8.5 episode 6, 8.3 episode 7, and 9.0 episode 8.
That scene the scene in the parking garage was very intense.
Oh, yeah.
It
was good.
Wow.
I had no idea. I was like, what's going to happen?
We thought the episode was going to end when it was doing that ratio shot.
That's what we thought.
In on it. And then it still delivers on the twists even after that.
I know.
Yeah. I love how they in the last episode, Mega does not find out if that AI generated image is.
I love that too because it's season 2. There's so much to unpack. They can take their time And I think episode 1 of season 2 should just start right where they left off.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, Firaz is at the train still.
No
Sunny
filler,
is
like,
leaving.
yep.
She is still sleeping. Like, I
it
think
leaves us in a lot of
Yep.
we don't know which direction it'll go. I mean, we can do some bold predictions, but I feel like, yeah, this is going to be really interesting because I don't know how Sunny against the infrastructure of a country. I don't think that's going to work. So I feel like Sunny's somehow going to take over for Muna.
Mansoor.
Mansoor. Yep. Yeah, somehow, but that's just a wild guess because I don't think. I mean, right now he doesn't have the support.
Yeah,
of
it's
people
true.
to go
He's
up
kind
against
of on
the
his
machine.
own. Yeah.
Like,
but that's what's kind of interesting.
It might be. Who knows?
But what I said though, what if he switches
and
turns informant?
Becomes an informant. That would
be an insane twist that I don't even know if they can do.
I don't know.
Oh man,
he's killed
one person.
Right.
No, well now
not in that last episode.
I'm sure Michael would definitely jump at that chance.
Yeah, because Michael is also like doesn't really.
He wants Mansoor. Like that's all he.
That's all he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't know that there's other players on. Like,
they suspect
above.
It's a government, but they don't know. But yeah, literally, dude. I mean, this could be bigger than any of them.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, it's really exciting to see what they'll do in season 2, and it's really interesting the relationships on both sides and the Mega and Sunny relationship is so interesting because they're both. Yeah, that was fascinating to watch.
Yeah, I really like
multi-informants, the double informants episode. That was kind of interesting.
And their relationship wasn't forced really. It was like it made sense why he would want to get in a relationship with her, and then like his motives behind that, and then like what that led to, and like how that messed things up by him, getting into this relationship with her. And like that whole side of things was really interesting too. And yeah, that last episode was so good. I mean, the chase in the parking ramp, the money. Okay, those shots when they were throwing the money out of the trunk,
was crazy.
That was so like some of the craziest shots I've seen. Super unique. Like I never thought that would happen in this episode. It's like, oh wow, they're gonna create or distract all the people and block up that intersection and the intersection and like that was a really smart
what's
thing
so
to
interesting
do.
too is that it's so cool because it's so that he knew to do that because he saw his dad. Remember his dad?
Yes.
When everyone ran, it ties to his childhood. Mm-hmm. When everyone ran to the money and ignored his dead dad.
Yeah.
Like it's that exact thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know the tie-ins.
It's almost like he's symbolically burning his own art. Like so here's the thing. I don't know if he's going to go back to it.
No, I know.
Is he just straight up a fugitive?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm
excited.
There's so many questions.
They can take it a lot of ways.
There's multiple different pathways he can take, which is cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we don't know about Faraz, like if he's going to just drop out of the picture or
not.
He's probably going to support his brother. I just think
he's got to.
But
I don't know.
Very interesting.
Mad at him at the
end, just a really overall really solid season. I was thinking I wasn't prior to the last 3 episodes. I thought this was a good show, but not like closer to great status. Now I'm in that boat where this was really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I agree. It was really well done.
And just because of those last 3 episodes, it took it up a notch.
It did.
Yeah.
It really
episode,
cranked it up. Yeah. Totally agree.
Exactly. But yeah, what do we?
Let's rate the first
and
season.
We can't do it on Letterboxd.
Maybe we can. There's only one season out. I think it might show up on there.
Will it?
Yeah, if there's
check out our
season of
Letterboxd.
Something, it usually
there is a
shows
season
up.
2 though. No, it's not.
It's not.
Okay,
It makes sense.
okay.
It only does miniseries.
I don't know if I can rate. Do I even have an IMDb account? Maybe I do. We're so. What is it? In our ivory tower of Letterboxd.
Yeah, we don't.
We're
move
such
to IMDb.
prissy.
I actually
What's that
rate
word?
stuff on IMDb.
I don't know what you're trying
We're
to
so fancy with our Letterboxd. Pretentious.
Oh, no, I'm not even signed in. Let's just symbolically
let's say our
I'm not signed in
Letterboxd.
either.
Let's
We're
just
not
say our
gonna give it a
Letterboxd
rating.
rating.
Which is out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. This is tough.
Oh, we
but
are
I think
going
I'll
out of
do
10.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that for Mirza. forgot.
Oof, I wish there could be wish there could be half stars on this one.
Well, we're gonna do decimal, right? Like,
let's do the IMDb since it's a TV show. We should do the IMDb rating,
which is decimals
out of 10.
Yeah,
out of 10.
Let's
That's
do,
what
let's
we
do
did
decimals.
for
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
You know what? Screw it. Yeah.
But I was like, wait, we should.
What do you want?
Let's
Well,
do it.
Isaac, go first.
Well, you can't.
I would say, oh man, this is like a 9.2 for me.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is really good.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I like
Those last few episodes were just it just
Wow.
blew me away. And I was never bored during this season. Like there, as we said
I don't
before,
think
there
any
was
of us
no
were
filler
bored.
episodes. Every episode kept your interest, and like, yeah, I loved it. 9 point.
Yeah, I'll tone it down a little bit. I'll say 8.6.
Okay.
8.6. So
Okay,
so if you had to round it up to a 9.
Yeah.
So I think I
I
was saying
expected you to go higher based on what you were saying. The
no,
last 3 episodes.
it's really hard for me to rate stuff really highly.
Oh
you
man,
guys
the
all know.
comments are going
You
to be
guys all know.
wild. On
That's
this
really
one.
good. That's higher than the IMDb rating right now.
Well,
Yeah.
but
I would give it I would give it a 9.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually was gonna do that before we even said decimals.
Yeah.
But,
no, that's
yeah.
what I was
Right,
gonna
because we
do.
can't. So I would give it a 9 too. So
Yeah.
if
This should
we had
be-
to rate it,
man,
we'd
I
all
think
give
this
it
should
a
be
9.
higher than
I agree with
8.4.
I think
Yeah,
so too.
Yeah, you're right.
What's
9 would be good.
Mirzapur? I think Mirzapur's higher than this.
It might be. Honestly, Mirzapur, I think, is not as.
It is.
It is by
I don't
one-
know, dude.
I
I
don't
think
think
this is
Mirzapur
better.
is as good as as
No.
good of an overall show as this.
No.
In just terms of cohesiveness and how it was brought together.
And just in
Well, out
terms
of the
of
2 seasons,
realism and just being,
Yeah.
just the shots were so, everything about it was so well done.
Yeah.
I
The dialogue.
definitely want to watch Family Man now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the same people,
Yep.
like wow. Talk
Yeah.
about
And
like
that show's still going too. There's 2 seasons of that, but they're gonna release a third one.
okay,
Third
all right.
season for that.
Well,
so-
guys,
we got to
but
get on Family.
we need to get
Man,
on
man.
Family Man, so
Yeah.
that'll probably vote on that one.
sign up for our Patreon.
Yes.
Are we going to do that after a movie?
We're gonna
break,
go
or are
back
we
to
going
movies for a
straight
little
to-
bit.
Okay,
That's-
a little
that-
bit.
yeah.
Okay.
But we will.
That'd
put
be
out
more
the
of an
polls for the
undertaking.
web
2
series.
seasons.
Yeah,
Are
yeah,
we,
yeah.
did we knock out both of them?
2
Okay.
seasons.
We're also gonna have some exciting, like, fun little episodes we're gonna do every now and then too.
Yeah.
So get geared up for that. Be voting in those polls, guys.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go to
please
Google
vote
Forms.
Family Man.
Go-
Please.
Go to the Google Forms.
Yes. Anyone
Free
can vote on there.
to
yeah.
vote on the Google Forms,
Yep.
fam.
That
So-
determines our top 5 or top 3 that go to the Patreon poll.
Yep. And then
And
if you pay for Patreon, then you decide.
It's
what we
literally
watch out of
it's
the 5.
$1 a month, super
Yep.
cheap.
And
And
if-
we have
yeah.
like polls every week normally, so it's
Yeah.
like, hey, you get
It's
a
$1
lot
a
of
month.
voting power.
And
Yes.
if you don't, like, if you're just strapped for cash, if
Yeah.
you don't have any counterfeits lying around, you can go to the Google Forms and vote on there,
yep.
and
that
then you
determines
vote.
what goes into
Yeah.
Patreon polls.
We
So
should
you
clarify
still-
that more.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
it is completely.
It's all your vote.
Yeah.
It's
We
your
are-
guys-
we are
you guys
guided
voting.
by
We're
our
just,
audience.
We
There's
just
the
stand
House.
back, let
the
you
House.
guys pick.
This is American like government. We have the House of
What?
Representatives, which is the Google Forms. Okay.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
everybody. There's no fee, nothing, right?
Yep.
Okay. We picked the top 5 out of that.
Yep.
Everyone votes on that. Everybody.
Yep.
Thousands of people can vote on that.
Yeah.
And then
Anyway.
it'll the top 5 will go to the Patreons,
Which is the
which
Supreme
which
Court.
is the Senate, which is the Senate. Okay. And then the Senate, then they vote. And if
Yeah.
you're a paid member, it's $1 a month to do it. And
Yep.
it's right. Then they vote the movie. Okay. Then it goes to presidents.
But we don't even.
Presidents.
The thing is,
We don't get
you
to
guys
decide.
have voted
No.
for us.
We have. I mean, if it's like,
yeah, true.
we have a right to veto
Yeah,
if
yeah.
need be.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
So we have veto power.
Right,
But
that's
we're
my
gonna
point.
sign that bill. Like guaranteed.
You bet.
Yeah.
See,
It's
there's
true.
the whole system.
Yeah.
Make sure to check out our community tab on YouTube to see all
That's
that
where they're
happening.
at.
Yeah.
That's where
they're
everything's at. So yeah, please check that out. But yeah, man, I enjoyed this show.
Yeah,
I
solid,
can't wait for
solid.
season 2.
Yeah, same
We're
here.
gonna be like, okay, when this new season comes out, we're gonna drop everything and watch it. I don't even know if we should put it in the polls. 'Cause
I think we might need to
drop
make
it.
an executive
Do we do
decision.
executive
We
order?
do.
We are the president.
It
I think we make an executive order and just say, "Yep, let's do this."
I love
Honestly,
it.
Guys,
I think that's what we should do. Especially...
Well, vote for it so we don't have to.
Yeah.
Well,
true.
You know what I mean? But all right, guys.
But that'd be
no independent.
To be honest,
yes,
that would be kind of a fun thing to do. Release the episodes, like the react episodes, as the episodes are coming out on Amazon. And then you guys watch along with us, and so we're all like, it's all at the same time. Everyone's watching at the same time. That would be really fun.
That would be fun.
I think we'll definitely.
I think that would be.
Like that.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime.
Idea, yes.
End of 2024 is what
they say. Together.
Oh,
experience
and we want to do, and let us know, guys. We want to do. I want it live.
I know. We've been talking about it.
Boy,
a live
chat,
and we still have to figure some stuff out.
We can experience it together. We'll watch the movie together, gang.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments.
Is that even feasible?
We could do it. Isaac and I figured it out. It's feasible.
It is.
It's going to be challenging, though.
But we'll figure it out. But yeah.
We'll get it.
All right, gang.
We'll see you in the next video.